Yo, Craig. What's up, guys? Welcome to Rogan and Runescape. We got Heartless Beaver returning for his second Rogan and Runescape podcast. He has his own podcast, or he's a part of a podcast called the Trinity Force Podcast. Bleh, why could I not say podcast? The Trinity Force Podcast, which is a League of Legends podcast. And as far as RuneScape goes, he primarily resides in the Wild CC. And his username is Heartless B, like B-E-E. I love talking to him. Like I said, this is his second time on, and I love to have more RunePods with him. So sit back, crack open a nice ice-cold can of whoop-ass, if you so choose to, and enjoy. Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, dude, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just kind of, what do they call it? Social distancing?
Yeah. It's a little weird, isn't it?
I mean, it's not bad for me, and I'm sure some of the other guys, because, you get to work on RuneScape more, and you have, like, an excuse, like, when your friends ask to hang out, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Whereabouts in the world do you live?
I am from Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, I'm not familiar with Virginia.
It's like East Coast. It was the first state, I'm pretty sure, the Commonwealth or whatever of the United States. It's like so basically it's like DC, where DC is, but Richmond's like 2 hours south of Washington DC.
Okay, yeah, makes a bit more sense now. That's cool. I'm from West Coast, like Vancouver Island, if you've ever heard of it in Canada. So pretty far away.
Yeah, I've heard of Vancouver Island. I don't know much about it, but that's really sweet, man.
Yeah, it's been weird, but like as a gamer, it's like social distancing is not so strange because most of my friends are online anyways. So it's
right?
not a massive deal, but yeah, you just gotta make sure to go outside and can't go to the gym as much as usual and stuff like that.
Oh shit. We got a healthy boy.
Try to be healthy anyways.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'll try to do the same thing every once in a while. Actually, so dude, I don't think I told you, but I did tell you I had a buddy who's from Canada, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I wanted to one day go over to his house and do an episode with you, and just see. He doesn't play RuneScape, but I just think it would be kind of neat. You know, he watches a lot of hockey. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs are his favorite team.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Edmonton Oilers. I don't watch as much hockey as I used to, though. When I was like a teenager, I was big into hockey. But I've always been more of a soccer player, so I still played for university and stuff. But then I had a pretty horrible accident, so it kind of broke my ankle badly, and I haven't really played in the last couple of years because it's too painful. But besides the horrific trauma injury, I really love sports, but hockey's great to watch. Pretty fast paced. Was
it during a game?
Yeah, it was. I was on a breakaway and I nutmegged the goalkeeper, but the ball was going towards the line. So I planted my foot. I thought I could score essentially from the goal line, but my foot got caught in the ground. It was like turf, and then my knee was still straight, so it all my momentum took me over my ankle and shattered it. It was brutal. So I have multiple surgeries and I have arthritis, so it's not super great. So I can't really run too hard, or else it starts to swell up. So I try to do other kinds of physical activity now, and not as much soccer playing as I used to, for sure. Definitely not the same level. I've had to step back to really casual co-ed type things with my sister and I go and play soccer sometimes, and sometimes I go out with my parents, just keep it chill. But yeah, I gotta find other ways to stay fit now.
What if you juked your parents and you made them snap their ankles? Would you feel guilty?
Jesus, I don't know if they could go fast enough to do any damage, though, to be fair. Sorry, I was going to ask you a question. How'd your DT go the other day? Because I know you finished Desert Treasure last night.
Well, correct, man. It was actually really cool. I focused on it this weekend. I kind of was feeling a little bit under the weather, recently, the past few days. but I have pretty bad allergies, so seasonal allergies. So I think probably that's what it was. I'm feeling better now. So I didn't like grind DT all in one go. I kind of did the I don't even know what you'd call it. I did like the first part of it before you get any of the diamonds. I did that like one night, and then I did the ice diamond, blood diamond. I think I got all the diamonds in one night.
Nice.
It was cool, man. I did almost die at a couple. Well, I'd say like maybe 2 points. So the first time I almost died was with the ice trolls. And remember that like ice troll child that you talk to and give the chocolate cake?
Yeah, and then you got to go through the ice sort of gate there.
Yeah, well, I like went through that, and I don't know. It was draining my stats.
Yeah.
I think I forgot to turn on prayer, so I was just getting like fucked up because I forgot to turn on prayer. And then that's what it was. And then I like tried to run over to the cave entrance because I thought that I killed 5. Like I could have sworn that I killed 5 trolls, but what happened was that probably when I was on like my 3rd or 2nd troll, I like tried to lure one over to the gate, and I accidentally left the gate. And I don't know if that reset the count, but or if I only killed 4. But either way, when I tried to go to the cave to like pass through to where the ice wolves are,
yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, when you skip a part in the quest that you thought you'd finished, yikes.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. But
that's too bad. At least you didn't leave like a region. So once I think it's happened to like everyone that's played RuneScape. They've like been doing a quest, they accidentally forget to do one thing, and they have to track all the way back. I don't know if you've done Morning's End part 2 yet.
No, not yet.
So it's a pretty brutal quest where you have to go through and do this like huge light puzzle. And it's pretty commonly a lot of people regard it as like one of the worst quests. I don't think it's like too bad. It's very tedious, and if you have low agility, there's this obstacle that you have a really low percentage to pass on. So anyways, I was doing it on my main maybe like 6 months ago, and I've been spending like an hour on this quest, and I kept trying to get this agility cut. It's like you're walking along a wall, and I kept failing, and I brought my Lumbridge ring, which like restores energy. So I went to tap the ring to give myself energy, but I accidentally teleported to the cabbage field, and then I logged off for the day. That's about all I could handle.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, it was horrible.
I had a moment like that with Monkey Madness, where actually twice. Once I made it through that what is it called, man? It's like the tunnel. It's like an underground section that has all these zombie monkeys or whatever.
Yeah, just the monkey tunnels where you go get the Gree-Grees at the end.
Yes. Well, my dumbass accidentally buried the regular monkey bones that I had at the end.
Yeah, it's happened to everyone.
At the very end of going through this long ass fucking tunnel, I accidentally buried it. So I was just like, you know what? There's monkeys around here. And I didn't even think like, oh, it's a zombie monkey. Like it has zombie bones because, fuck me. So I just like killed a zombie monkey, and I tried to give it to the dude at the end. I forget his name. And it made a zombie monkey Gree-Gree. And I didn't even notice it until I had left and was on to the next part of the quest. And when I tried to use the zombie monkey Gree-Gree to get into the monkey cage at Arduin Zoo, the like monkey keeper was like, I don't know what type of monkey you are, but you're not getting anywhere near my monkeys.
That is hilarious. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, you ended up needing like a bunch of different Gree-Grees for the Recipe for Disaster quest. So I didn't know that either until I eventually got around to Recipe for Disaster. It's pretty funny. You get the like a little ninja one.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that one.
When you do Recipe for Disaster, you'll have to get them. I finished Monkey Madness 2 last night on my Iron Man, so it was my second time doing the quest, but
nice, bro.
I always remember it being like very fun. So it was pretty enjoyable. You have to do this. Have you ever heard of the Sorcerer's Garden before? It's like a timing mini game.
No.
Have you ever done the quest where you have to get the gout weed in Troll Stronghold?
Ugh, that sounds dirty.
So basically, there's like a maze, and there's NPCs that walk around. They have these sort of puzzles in lots of single player games and you have to like walk without being seen to different safe spots. So the goutweed one is a bunch of trolls, and you have to go and get this herb that's at the very back, so you can make a potion or so. I can't remember why you need it. You need it for 3 different quests. So it's a very small one. It takes like a quick 30 seconds to a minute to get through. But the Monkey Madness 2, you go to this like island, and it's actually a platform, and there are 3 different levels, and it's just very complicated. It's full of crates and boxes, and
you say it's a platform.
It's like a 3-level platform, like a fishing platform. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said a pot farm.
Platform. Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, you have to walk around. You have to go get these satchels, then you have to charge them with explosives, and then you have to walk to the 6 weak points and sort of blow them up. But if you get caught, the monkeys will knock you over and put you right back at the beginning. And if you had your charges in your satchels, they'll be empty. So, but I got caught last night because I was doing it. I had 2 charges left, and there was a monkey about to come around the corner, and I was in a bad position, but I tried to move back 1 tile for a second, but a random event spawned, and I started talking to it, and then I got seen.
Oh, no.
So,
which one was it?
Oh, it was Flippa, the giant troll. So
you won't play a game?
No, it definitely won't be playing a game. So that was pretty funny. But besides that, there's the final boss fight. It's a little tricky. I was watching Slayer Music's guide like I usually do for the longer quests, and I got there, and I remember when I did on my main, I died once, but I didn't take any risk because it's an instance. So if you die, you lose everything except your 3 saved items and untradables. So I went in with like a rune crossbow this time, and like a glory and like a Carol's hood, and I tried to do the like 1 step back method with the crossbow and broad bolt, so I just couldn't deal any damage, and I eventually got KO'd like a 58. So there was 1 rune crossbow and a glory down. So then I tried a second time, and I was like, yeah, I got it this time. I went in, tellied out this time on 11 HP. Then the third time I go in, and I don't know what I did, but maybe the world was lagging. Maybe I'm just bad, but I got KO'd for a 3rd time and lost my final rune crossbow. And I didn't have any broad bolts left. I'd have to go make some more. So I started looking up other methods, and I figured out some boys in the chat were saying there was like this dark bow method. I obviously don't have a dark bow, but I found some hardcore Iron Man that had a video where you could like use a longbow and kind of like safe spot it. So I eventually figured out that one, and I knocked him down, but it took a few tries. But we got there. It's a tough quest, but it was pretty good. Nice to get it over with. Good
shit, man. How did you you might have already said it, I apologize if you did, but how did you acquire the rune crossbow as an Iron Man?
You gotta kill the crazy archaeologist in the wilderness, and he'll drop 2 of them in one go. He's kind of like a demi-boss, but he's pretty easy. You just take like Monk's robes and like Ivan's blast. No risk magic or trident if you're a non Iron Man, and you just whop him down, protect from range. He throws books at you. It's a pretty straightforward fight. Every once in a while he'll throw this big orb, kind of like Chaos Fanatic. You just have to dodge to the side. And even if you get hit by it, it does like 20, so it's not a big deal. He's in like 27 wildy, so you can telly out, and it's singles, so it's like impossible to get PK'd there. So I'm gonna have to go back and get another couple crossbows, but it's not the end of the world. I got them on 1 KC last time, so I was really lucky.
Good God. I couldn't imagine being like an ultimate Iron Man and going to do that and then getting PK'd.
Yeah, that would be awful. Ultimates is like a completely, obviously another game mode. I just really have no idea where you would start. You gotta get Oman. He's like a skilling guy that's in my clan chat. He's a beauty. He's like 93 rune crafting right now, and almost maybe 94. He's got like 99 crafting. He's like a heavy skiller, but he also started an Ultimate Iron Man originally as just a skiller, but I think he's changed to just a regular Ultimate Iron Man. And he's like pretty strictly early game right now, so it'd be nice to like probably chat with him and figure out what that game mode's about. But yeah, dude, it's nuts. You'd have to think so far ahead, I think.
Yeah, like, that'd really be a lot of anxiety. Fucking
Christ, like being a hardcore Iron Man would give me like more anxiety than I already have, Like, I thought that's the reason I play RuneScape, is to like release anxiety, achieve goals,
100%, man. Like I'd be terrified to play it at someone else's house, worried about getting disconnected or like mobile, and like I don't know. someone like calls you, like you're on your phone and someone calls you and you're like in the
Yeah,
log.
oops. Yeah, I die so much that I just, it's not worth it. The mode has enough challenges for me that